Hi everyone, yes, so welcome to an amazing Saturday morning with me, Ribea, Elise. This morning we had to not want to do our breakfast Saturdays, and then I thought, let me do this. It has been a week that a lot had to be released, and a lot that we sometimes find ourselves busy with, and that other people find themselves sometimes busy with discussing. So that sometimes you look at the world and you say, yo, if I actually on that day do not represent myself in my season, then someone else might represent me. And would that person really know me if they try to represent me? And there is sometimes reasons why we sometimes have to say what we can say in a season that it looks like things that happen around us are natural. We always used to say, they used to call it natural causes to certain people. And what used to be natural causes in a season is that is someone else's reaction many times. And if you do not represent yourself, and you do not voice for yourself, and you do not defend your cause, then you might sometimes find yourself in circumstances that you reason and say, but it seems natural. And when you really look at what is happening in this world, then you learn that many things can sometimes be prevented. And our generation can sometimes be fine and be enjoying that we call 100 years generation. And with our billionaire question, I'm writing in my magazine, and while I'm just updating something, I learned that the billionaires in season are being questioned a lot. And the billionaires are all of us in season because it's the businesses around us. We had our question that we said in our Leading This Generation page, but where are the businesses at? And we learned that in our season, when they were challenged, they had to depend. And when I went to South Africa in 2020, and I went to the B&A waterfront, it is exactly the businesses that are set up in our countries that sometimes they manage and own in a way that is going to be protective for everyone. And then they sometimes have to be firm with how they manage. And then many times we question them, and then social media educates us that all of those businesses are exactly us, and our every decisions, and our every reactions, and our every choices. And therefore today we enjoy our breakfast morning with realizing that many years ago we enjoyed a cup of coffee with family. And in our season, family requires us to enjoy the cup of coffee with family. And family today is all of us, and it's our businesses, and it's what we do, and it's our opinions. And family in a household of where I say Mama Anna, Martha has said 7 children, Papa Yapi, and Papa Yapi is the papa and was the papa those years, and he's deceased. And the question is not the child that Papa Yapi also has in the family that's staying in Vulsele. The answer is that family is family, and Papa Yapi always educated us that family is family, and that we have learned that when family is family, and it's not only things that is happening in your household and between your brothers and sisters as choices, but it is that this one looks like that household looks like that household, and we sometimes do not know, and we are sometimes only educated that family on that day remains family. That's the one thing that I want our generation to be at in this season. It is when you're questioned with having to, or when you're challenged with someone, or when you're questioned with having to be against someone else, then allow yourself to be in that. There is the cup of coffee. Yes, Brother Ho said it the other day. We all say it, Brother Martin say it. Families educated us many years ago. Our cup of morning coffee, morning tea is that when we look at one another, we recognize that family is family, and that we get over our angers, over our hatreds, over our abuses to the other, and we learn that with all of that, The colors is gonna be many. The protective requirement is gonna be exactly our reaction sometimes. And in all of that, family remains family. And that we do not allow ourselves to be aggressive with one another and to fight one another. Then we look at one another as then we are then all the womb of the Mama Anna. And there is maybe the womb of Mama Universe. And there is maybe another Mama that is the womb of Mama Universe. And we do not know and we do not argue about things and such questions. It is that the familyness of that is the bond that we share and that we allow ourselves to educate through generations and generations of families. And that is where we are at with this season's motivation that we want to have next week. Next week we are in the month of July, yes. And July is on Jeanette's birthday. We are excited, yes. And we are excited for that family remains family and that we do not find ourselves having to question so much of where we are at. We can sometimes give our opinion to voice for that is protective for where we are at in our seasons, and that we remain with that is family remains family. Have an amazing Saturday. But